Thank you very much, Adam. Now to that attorney, Bill Reisner. Bill, I got to tell you, I mean, you have a case of a guy who's trying to break into our country illegally with drugs, no less. That alone seems to indicate he doesn't have any rights at all.
Well, that's not true. Every person who's in the United States has the same rights, whether you're a citizen, not citizen, here legally or illegally. So they can't have a dog chew on someone, regardless of whether they're documented, undocumented, or however they're here. The same treatment is owed to everybody.
But Bill, the agents were a little overwhelmed, right? They were dealing with one guy was running away, still another one was initially resisting him. This guy's asleep. They have a dog who's just discovered the drugs, the marijuana that this guy via coyotes was bringing in. So they had a lot to deal with at the time, didn't they?
I don't think so. There were several agents. Mr. Marino was barefoot, asleep. The marijuana bag, wasn't with him, and the dogs were. The dog went over and was chewing on him, and they just let him keep chewing while they did something else instead of calling him off.
That something else was taken care of. One guy was trying to run away, and another guy had bolted from the scene, and where they had these bags of drugs. I mean, I think they were a little preoccupied. But the bigger issue seems to me that we're talking about someone who broke into this country illegally with drugs. He is now suing taxpayers in this country, thinking that he is owed something from people he's not.
Well, for bringing in drugs, he spent 6 months in jail. He was punished for that. The real question is, like, his punishment on the scene by letting him chew him up. That's no different than if any citizen of this country has,
But Bill, he's not a citizen of this country. Well, he's not even a visitor of this country. He has forcibly entered this country illegally. By that, he is not legal in any sense of the word. It's one thing if you're coming from a visitor from Paris or London or Europe and you're visiting here and this happens. You have entered this country under all accepted legal means. But this guy broke into this country with drugs on his back, and you're trying to make him seem like he's a martyr here.
The United States Constitution applies to persons, all persons within the United States. This guy was 60 miles from the border and was a person. And if you're...
He was here illegally, Bill. No one is for someone getting bitten by a dog. But he was here illegally. He was breaking into this country.
Yeah,
he was carrying drugs.
Yeah, he was punished for all of that.
But I guess the part that Americans don't understand, I have to pay for this guy for the hardship that he encountered when he broke illegally into this country because of a dog that bit him when the agents responsible were dealing not only with him, but with a compadre who was running away, and still another who was resisting the arrest, and still another who was finding at least 2 different bags of drugs. I think they were a little preoccupied.
Well, they may have been, but this is a nation of laws, and the police aren't
This is a nation of agents who are trying to deal with a booming problem of illegals who come in and then have the nerve to sue us if they encounter difficulties or a dog who bites them on the way out. You gotta be kidding me.
No, I'm not. It's a nation of laws, and the laws say that you're punished for your illegal conduct, but the police aren't allowed to club you over the head if they don't need to, or shoot you, or have a dog
you seem to be
chew on your
implying that
arm.
they're deliberately trying to say, sick 'em, dog, and tear them apart. You seem to be implying that that was the case. I'm seeing a case of Border Patrol agents who are doing their best to deal with multiple problems, multiple runaways, whether this guy was sleeping or not. He shouldn't have been here. He was illegal. He should not have been here. You're saying that he paid for his crime for the drugs. At the moment of his capture, he was dealing with drugs. He was a coyote coming here, carrying drugs. So what part of illegal drugs shouldn't be here suing the American people who didn't ask him to come here? He broke in here, and now they're going to pay for him because he is. What part of this am I missing?
Well, the part you're missing is that we're a nation of laws, and that everybody...
They're being thrown back in our face, Bill.
What do you mean thrown back in your face? look, he went to prison for breaking the law, and he had marijuana, and that's what
he
paid
was
for
in this
prison.
country breaking the law.
Well,
He had already broken the law. And you
Sure.
were saying because he is a person in this country, legally or not, we have rights that are due him. If
Yeah.
somehow he is violated, he is here. He's not a
Absolutely.
tourist coming in. He broke in here.
Yeah. Well,
Wait a
that's
minute,
it.
Bill, stop.
The Constitution applies to every person in the United States.
If I broke into your house,
Yeah.
if I broke into your house,
Yeah.
and I tripped and broke my ankle on your stairs on the way up to empty out your wife's jewelry chest,
Yeah.
do I have a legal right to sue your ass?
No.
Of course not, because I broke into your house.
Well, there are rules. That's right. Because you were in my house, you can't sue for whatever the condition of the house was. But
I can't sue you. I'm a legal person who broke into a legal American who broke into your house. I can't sue you. You're telling me, and I'm not Perry Mason, that this guy who broke into the country illegally doesn't have any citizenship right status at all. He can. That's nuts.
Well, I don't think so, but you could check with
Oh, man,
the Supreme
Bill,
Court.
All right. We'll see how it goes, but my goodness. All right, I want to